So here it is, YouTube. I'm Roadhawk Wilson, welcoming you to the Reverie, and today we are going to be discussing the Venice Film Festival's acknowledgement of the Joker. And in a previous video, I argued that the Joker could be an intensely personal, very important film to 2019, really being a story of one man's decline and choosing become something monstrous. And the reason I felt that this was such a big deal was ultimately because in 2019 we are surrounded by characters and people who seem to be driven pointlessly by their own dark ambitions. However, in the Joker, it continues to be a resounding success because it is a humanized story of the Joker, and one that ultimately portrays him like never before. An average Joe who descends in the darkness because the world itself just gets too hard. And today I wanted to discuss further what the actual reception of this film really does mean for DC, and that's that the idea that human beings in this world full of heroes and villains are ultimately still human beings. They are susceptible to the same hurt, the same pain, the same loss that we all are. And ultimately, as the Joker continues to trail across the great reviewers and the great media that have been covering it, the Joker continues to thrive as a story of human desperation. And very few superhero stories have actually tackled that emotion, desperation. They have actually very rarely discussed it and the factors that drive someone to reach that point in their life. And as a channel that tries to focus on what it is that makes us tick, but also what it is that makes us happy in pop culture, the Joker resoundingly must be recognized and is being recognized as a story that is outside of the superhero genre, but at the same time is also a story that needs to be told to those who are suffering. And I say it needs to be told to them because so far we have been given the psychotic Joker, we have been given the cavalier Joker, we have been given the cold, calculating Joker. However, we have not been given the human story of the Joker, who, keep in mind, is a character who is down on his luck originally, fell into a bad day, and it just kept getting worse. And for a lot of people in desperation, that is the reality, as their lives just keep getting worse. They keep facing one bad day after another, and arguably the greatness of the Joker is to push people to think about what kind of bad day would push us too far. But it also seems to argue in the Joker that people need something more. They need a trait. They need some kind of motivation to be villainous. In 2019, as I mentioned, we seem to be surrounded by people who have dark ambitions and ideas, but they're not villains. They are people going down a dark path. And the Joker reminds us of our humanity because we're all susceptible to these kinds of strains on the mind, on the heart, on the body that push us to do and make decisions we may not actually ever want to choose. So, ultimately, what this means for DC is this opens up a world of possibilities of showcasing villains that are human, and while these films appropriately should be rated R and tackle deep emotional issues, I truly hope DC will, and I truly hope that you guys enjoy these films as well. I am excited to personally see the Joker, and I am both worried and excited for the impact it will have, because I hope ultimately people will walk away from the Joker saying that could happen to anyone, not that anyone could cause this evil, but that one bad day can be enough if it's compounded on enough. With that, I'm Roadhawk Wilson saying stay healthy, be healthy, Keep up what keeps you healthy, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.